Hello, my fellow Slayers. This is Malucha, and welcome back to Dauntless. Yesterday, well, I'm kind of ahead with my recordings right now, so yeah, for me it's Friday. This episode probably will be launched at Saturday. So yeah, yesterday the Terra escalation hit us with some really interesting new things, poison and damage over time that we could see. We got a new Hunt Pass, we got a new Terra Escalation, of course, which we already got a little run around and checking how the islands actually looked. And we also got new missions coming with Terra Escalation. So we did some missions yesterday, and we actually ended up completing Far and Away, which is a new mission type. So yeah, under Hunt, you kind of have missions now, which are hunt-specific missions, and these hunt-specific missions should introduce us more to lore. But as we saw yesterday, we kind of faced off versus what was he called again? I completely. I can't believe I completely forgot his name. Where is he? Cherok! So yeah, yesterday we fought against Cherok, which had, he was kind of changed with the Terra element, and he had some mushrooms on and was using poison this time. So if you look at Spore Problem, it's either a Koshai, because he saw a Koshai yesterday as well, jumping from platform to platform and actually killing us 2 times. Or it's an Embermane. I don't really sure which one we are gonna face now. But yeah, the mission specific hunts are actually showing us the terra-formed behemoths, reformed behemoths, I guess you could say. So we're gonna start off today with Spore Problem and see where we end up and trying to get a glimpse of the new behemoth as well. So I'm gonna go private hunt because yeah, it's still really low level, so shouldn't really be an issue to do it solo. So for Spore Problem, threat level 9, challenge normal based on the current loadout. So Ramsgate resident alchemist Granny Strega will be joining you for a voyage to the Arbor home Blight. She's interested in some unique spores found there and a new tonic recipe she might be able to create with them. But don't expect to get through this mission without a fight. Now, it does say that there is a new tonic recipe, but yesterday I kind of noticed if we actually go to the Hunt Pass and we'll check out the Hunt Pass track, the new tonics are actually, we need to go back, the new tonics are actually in the Elite Hunt Pass. So unlock Granny's Heartbreaker and then unlock Granny's Antidote. So Antidote is for the new poison, and then Heartbreaker grants 25% increased critical strike chance and critical strike damage. So it's kind of sad that they actually put the new tonics behind the Elite Pass, which you basically need to buy to get new tonics. But if we look at the I kind of took a look at the Hunt Pass, and if you look at the Hunt Pass now, it's a 75 over the complete track, meaning that you would be able to get all your money back. What the hell happened to my head? You would get all your money back, and yeah, there's also a new cell, the parasitic cell, mitigates a small portion of damage taken and instead dealt over 10 seconds, gain lifesteal while taking delayed damage. So the new cell is also behind the Elite Pass, which I really find a little sad. But yeah, nothing we can do about it. Let's get ready, let's get into this hunt and see Embermane or Koshai. One or the two. Today we're gonna see what's at the end of the tree there. Well, that's my intention anyway, to check out the new behemoth. Ready? You showed up. Whoa! Spore Problem. Collect as many of the agaric spores as you can within 3 minutes. Be sure to deliver all your agaric spores to Granny Strega within the 3 minutes for a buff. The number of agaric spores delivered by your team will...
You'll find them all over the place in the Arbor Home Blight, turning everything from critters to behemoths into twisted terra abominations. But just think of the alchemical potential.
So the number of agaric spores delivered by your team will determine how strong Granny Strega's buff will be. Do you have anything else to say? No, I didn't wanna throw out my The spores around here won't hurt us. You've got etheric armor and I've got protection. No, it's the thing that the spores attach to that will kill you. Agaric spores can't just be thrown into a satchel or sealed into a barrel for transport. You have to treat them carefully, give them a steady supply of Terra-based plant food, or they'll wither before we get back to Ramsgate. Don't worry about me, sweetie. Granny will be safe here at the OLZ. That's what we call them back in the day, the LZ. This island reminds me of a place my third husband and I spent our honeymoon. I did tell him not to eat those mushrooms. Anything else? Yeah, no. That's all she has to say. We noticed yesterday that there were different things she actually was saying when you actually talked to her. So we have 3 minutes to actually start collecting as much of the mushrooms as... Where's my timer? 1 minute and I'm already 1 minute and 6 in. Oh, that's not good. That's really not good. And I only have 3 minutes. Time remaining. Does the time go up every time you collect one? No, time does not go up. We only have 4. That's not a lot. Kinda wanna go to the new island first. I can't go to the new island. Crap! So the only island you can gather is this one. I'm not gonna be able to gather a lot. Got one more here. Let's go up quickly. One more here. 20 seconds left. Come on, can we make it? Can we make it? 18 seconds. I think this is it. This is all the time we've got. Let's go, let's go. 13 seconds. There was one more. I know there was one more. Just delivered 8 agaric spores. Okay. So what's now? Time remaining. Gathering complete.
Sweetie. Not great either, but you know, they'll do.
Okay, so 10% critical hit chance and 10% critical hit damage we get.
You hear that? Something big's out there, dearie. Don't dawdle now. I don't plan to be around when it shows up.
Oh, we can act. Oh, there's actually teleporters to bring us back and forth. Holy hell. Yeah, we could have gone to the new islands. It's a question mark up ahead. A behemoth roars in the distance. Yeah, it's the same one as yesterday. I think that's Koshai, actually. Kind of looks like Embermane with his rush. Oh, that was a giant miss. Yeah, and Embermane does have the glitchy movement from time to time. See what I mean? Like that movement, he should be running around, but because we're too close, he's actually just like skipping. More like. So yeah, it was a spore-struck Embermane as we faced him yesterday. I was kind of as terrible as yesterday. He killed me again. But I'm not gonna show you that fight because we already seen that fight, and if I do, then I'm not gonna have enough time to show you all the rest of what is in store for us. So spore problems, that was a bit more adventure than I usually sign up for. Well, not since my husband number 5 convinced me to take up skyboarding for all of 5 minutes. The speed at which he struck that island, pow! Let me get myself recombobulated, dearie, and see what I can do with these spores. I can smell the profits already, or maybe that's the spores. Yes, definitely the spores. Suppose you want to run along now. Okay, and complete. Spore problem.
Go on now.
Who's bossing? This is blacksmith. I may never get all of the agaric spore particles out of the Aether scoops, but I have to say that was pretty rousing success, Cap. Wherever you're ready to head back, just say the words. So let's complete this quest. Continue. And then quest strike at the roots. Speak to Xillia Farslayer. Xillia? What do you got for us?
Time to slay.
Strike at the root. Celia the Far Slayer wants you to slay the Agarus. Slay the Agarus, gather a Garrick Spore Cap. A parasitic cell rewarded. Oh, and 2 level 1s. That's actually not bad. That's actually not bad at all. We can start off our... well, if we combine the two level 1s, we can get a level 2. So that's good. Let's accept. Hey Slayer, so about this, I thought about this a lot and I can't do it. Slay the Agarus. I want to and I could, okay. But they need me here. Leave to get payback because it feels too good to me. Feels good to me wouldn't be good for them. Well, yeah, the way she talks is so. If you're not from, if you don't speak English as a first language, this really doesn't make sense at all. Sometimes, I guess being a leader doesn't feel very brave. Not all the time. Feels like I'm hiding while someone else takes the risk because I am. Look, you get what I'm saying. Slay the Agarus that killed Arbor Home, and don't do it for me. Do it for us, the Far Slayers.
Good hunting.
To get the Agarus, I basically need to get to the higher tiers of the escalation, Terra escalation, and I'll 10 to 15. I thought I was only at level. Wait, what? I thought I wasn't there yet. Let's quickly check on our Terra buffs that we can actually get. Here's where we need to be. So shock, blaze. Yeah, I still need to complete blaze. I know. Terra escalation. Yeah, look at that. I'm only at level 3. So why can I get into level 50? 10 to 50. It kind of doesn't make any sense. So what do we got here? Amp upgrades. Oh yeah. Before I continue, the amps changed a while back. We used to have amps that you needed to... We used to have a lot of amps that you needed to unlock. And I kind of made a video about that. That certain amps weren't really all that good. And that it was better not to unlock them. To keep your pool of the amps that you can actually get smaller. And if you keep a small pool of amps, you would get the amp that you wanted way easier and faster. Now they did change it, so there's only, I think only the last line is now amps unlocked, and all the rest is basically upgrades. So basically you want to put points into everything because it doesn't really matter. You cannot create a small pool again like you used to. And I find that really sad because that was really a good tactic for, yeah, like I said, making sure that the smaller the pool was, the less chance you had for getting the less chance you have for getting bad amps that you actually don't use at all. But yeah, with the pool only unlocking the last 3, and these are the staggering blaze escalations, the elemental corruptions, and the critical thunder, shock escalation amps, the umbral escalation amps, and the blaze escalation amps. So yeah, let's quickly take a check. Pact of Hunger for the next encounter. Yeah, that's next encounter only, so that's not really Admiral's Eyes. Training grants passive movement speed. Not for repeaters. Using a lantern hold ability grants 200 health shields. That's something I could put my points into. And yeah, basically I do need to put points into here, else I can't progress. What's else in here? Pact of Swiftness, next encounter. Yeah, that's not something I want. Any shield expires or refreshed, it explodes, dealing damage in an AoE equal to 2 times the remaining shield value. Oh, that's actually a nice one. Lucky Strike, Lady Luck's shared mysterious knowledge of Behemoth grants passive critical strike chance. So yeah, definitely something I would pick up. Pack Tactics, after Behemoth is interrupted, grant 25 attack speed to all Slayers for 20 seconds. Does not stack. So yeah, something I would pick up as well. Striga's Tonics, not really. Mender's Gift, not really. Reckoning, until the next Behemoth is defeated, deal 50% damage, but take 50% more damage. But it's also... excuse me. That's also just for the next encounter. Like, that's not something that lasts through the entire escalation. And I really hate amps that only work for one encounter. So yeah, definitely something I would not pick up. Upgrade elemental forms, increase duration of elemental forms to 14 seconds. That's definitely a good one. Moira's reinforcement. Moira has reinforced the joints of your armor, granting 5 passive damage reduction. Meh. When a short distance from a behemoth, occasionally spawn a ball of shield energy that grants all nearby players 300 shield when destroyed. Not really. Cat has honed your skills, granting 5 passive attack damage. Definitely something I would pick up. Thrill the Hunt, each time a behemoth is defeated, deal 5% damage, meaning that you get, it's 1, then it's 2, then it's 1, then it's 2, so that's 6 behemoths. So before you get, you actually would get 30% increased damage. No. If you pick this as your first amp, you would get 25% increased damage for your last behemoth. And then, yeah, multi-amps unlock. So the amps for the Terra escalation are not really all that wow in my perspective. The the Umbral escalation still has the most insane amps in there that I've ever seen. So quick run through of what amps I would take and what amps I would not take. But yeah, as we could see, I was only level 3, so kind of does not make sense for me that I'm already able to go into the Terra escalation level 10 to 50. Maybe it's a bug. I would have believed that the quest would only be able to, that you would only be able to pick up the quest once you have 10 to 50. So yeah, I am gonna farm out to level 10. I kind of, well, if I can get in here, why wouldn't I get in here? Not really sure if yeah, I can encounter Agarus at escalation level 40. So yeah, just I guess I'll just go in there and I'll see if I can actually face this new behemoth. I've been doing a lot of talking. I need to show you an actual fight. Alright, up to the tree we go for the second time. At first I wasn't able to really, because I was using the axe on the first try, I wasn't really able to see all the things he would do, but now I can basically keep my distance a little bit. Just make sure those guys keep their speed up. Whoa, and it trapped me. So it's throwing his mushrooms around, I think. He just threw his mushrooms around. I don't see any mushrooms though. It's kind of standing still. Already broke a piece. It's throwing stuff around again. So it's plucking from his head and then throwing it around. Oh, it trapped me. Poison. Let's get out. Oh, it actually picked up a Slayer and rammed him into the ground. Nice. Haven't seen him done that before. That's a weird fight. He doesn't move around all that fast, like he stays in the middle pretty fast. Now he just slammed another Slayer into the ground. He's pretty slow. His head is down, his arm is down, I think only his feet are left. Stuck his hand in the ground. He's creating these jump pads again. So we need to break these before they actually explode, I think. So if they explode, they make these patches. Oh, that was a heavy swing. Let's give some speed to everybody. He's already down again. Yeah, he's pretty sluggish actually. Wouldn't call him a hard behemoth to defeat. Looks amazing though. Really looks amazing. So he's throwing. Yeah, he's throwing poison around again. When he grabs, when he goes for his head, he actually throws poison. The circles are the ones that bind you and actually kill you. Apparently, they do a lot of damage. Oh! Slam around. Some people are mounting him. So that happens when you kill the mushrooms in time. And he's dead.
That's it. You did it. The behemoth is down. I repeat, the behemoth is down.
And I still wonder where we can actually gather up these mushrooms. Before we actually go in to gather some agaric spore caps, I just noticed something new on social. So on social you have the social panel and Slayer links. Slayer links. So more info. Each Slayer link allows you to link to one fellow Slayer for 7 days. Charge up your Slayer link level by earning Hunt Pass XP while partied together with your linked Slayer. Each level achieved earns both of you a reward. After 7 days, your link will unlock and grant rewards. That's actually pretty nice. So forge link with an existing Slayer friend, and you can link up to four buddies, I guess. That's actually pretty nice. Now we have journal. We got a new journal tutorial info. Oh, linked Slayers. Oh, okay, look at that. So yeah, we got this one now as well, and we got the Behemoth info for Agarus, the new Behemoth. So yeah, if you guys want to read through this, you can just well, not skip, just pause the screen and then cats hunting tips. Here we go. The Agarus will spawn toxic mushrooms during times of high stress. Destroy them before they burst, and you'll open a jump vent that allows you to mount the behemoth and inflict heavy damage up close. If you do not, the mushrooms disintegrate into a pool of poison. Oh, okay. While Agarus spores cannot harm Slayers, thanks to Aether-infused gear, Terra Aether is as much a threat as ever. Behemoths and other living things infected with Agaric spores can still do plenty of damage to the unwary. Like many Terra Behemoths, the Agarus has a much longer reach than it's immediately apparent. It can swing its long vine arms like a whip to lash, trip, or trap its foes. So yeah, we saw it trap us at a certain point. Will fling explosive fungi from its own back to attack at range, and even send seeking roots through the ground to strike unexpected Slayers from below. Fighting close isn't any guarantee of safety. An Agarus can ball one fist into a pile driver that shakes the earth and knocks all but the most agile Slayers off their feet. Okay, so now we know a little bit of what he's actually doing. So yeah, now if I go in there again and actually face him, I can actually know what's happening, because I had no idea what was happening a second ago. I'm gonna start a new hunt and see if I can actually gather some fungi. Agaric spore cap collected. Holy hell! Yeah, it took me a couple runs to actually get. I do believe the Agaric spore cap comes from the mushrooms growing on his back. So yeah, with this, the quest should be complete. Yeah, there we go. Gather Agaric spore caps. So yeah, I do believe they come from his back, from the mushrooms on the top of his head, or his back, whatever you want to call it. Holy hell! After 5 times that well, 6 times maybe now that I've actually faced him, I still can't. I know, like, the when he reaches out his branches to the sides, the 3 branches he has, he basically heals from that, so you need to break them as fast as possible. The poison he throws from his head's pretty annoying, but not inevitable to avoid. The green ooze, the circles on the ground actually trap you, so yeah, you do want to get away from those. What do we... passive damage, yeah, that's definitely something we want to pick. And with this we actually completed our quest, so let's quickly go up before those guys start another hunt. Let's go, let's go, let's go. But yeah, nice behemoth. It's something new. That's definitely, yeah. Initiated a hunt, of course. Yeah, these guys are going nuts. Strike at the roots. The others said they felt in their bones. You did it, Agarus. It's dead. At least that Agarus is dead. But roots run deep. The Farslayers can't go back yet, but we will. It's just going to take time, effort, and help. Effort to take time, effort, help from our friends, and a whole lot of slaying. Until then, we'll make a home here in Ramsgate. It's worked for me so far. Complete. Continue. And I don't believe that we have any quests left. And right in time before we go into our next hunt. Nice. Here we are. Couple hours later, actually. I haven't gone to bed yet. It's 3:30 in the morning already. And well, I've been busy with the same group all this while. 4 bonuses. And I can say that this was the fastest progress I've ever done on my escalation. Because I think I basically reached 17 or something like that. Like, let's quickly go check. Oh yeah, and why I wanted to bring it back. This is basically how the set kinda looks. It's definitely a strange outfit. Let's quickly check on what it actually does. So equipment, we have parasitic in here. So parasitic on 6, when you take damage, 35% of the damage is delayed and instead deals over 10%, over 10 seconds. While you take delayed damage, you gain 5% lifesteal. Does not apply to damage under 10% of your max HP. So basically, the lifesteal should be enough to actually get your HP back that you lost. And it should be enough to mitigate the 35% damage that you... Well, the 65% damage that's left that we would take... when you take damage, 35 is delayed and instead dealt over 10 seconds. So yeah, the 35% should be mitigated by the 5% lifesteal. Then we have a Terra but that's from my cell. We have Fortress in here on the set itself. So the head gives parasitic, the chest gives parasitic, and then the hands give sturdy. Sturdy is prevent you from being staggered on a 15 seconds cooldown. And then the boots give you Fortress, and Fortress is after not taking damage for 10 seconds, gain 100% health shield. I would not see myself equipping this set. Fortress and Sturdy are not the most best. Well, most people go for damage builds, or for me at least, on repeaters, it's speed build. On Hammer, I go for a stagger build, so Sturdy and Fortress do nothing with that. On my Pike, I go for a wound build. Fortress and Sturdy do nothing for that. So if you go for specific builds like a damage build for the axe, parasitic is not gonna help you. If you go for a hammer stagger damage, it's not gonna help you. Either of the 3. A pure speed build, it's not gonna help you. So while the talents parasitic is pretty, I can see pretty useful, I do feel that Iceborne is still like way better than all the rest. If you check out Iceborne, when under 50% health, you gain 30% decreased damage taken. And while Iceborne is active, meaning that whenever you're under 50% health, you gain 8% lifesteal. That cannot heal you beyond 50% health. So if you can get 6 Iceborne, you mitigate 30%. Instead of the 36, but the 36 damage is still applied. So even if then, if you count it, it's 8% that's more decreased, but it's still damage that you get. And then instead of 5% with Iceborne, you can get 8%. So Iceborne, in my opinion, is still the better perk to get to actually mitigate yourself for taking damage and actually healing yourself instead of Parasitic. Although Parasitic does give lifesteal, it's still only a delayed damage, so you still take damage. And like I said, I don't think I'm gonna use this set in any of my builds. My builds are pretty clear. Agility, dodge, conduits, attack speed, evasive fury, attack speed, molten, attack speed, predator. It's just because I can put Predator in this set, and then Catalyst, I still need to work that one out. For my repeaters, my sword, Terra Amps, gunning for the critical strike damage, Iceborne, Predator, Rage, Rage Hunter, so all damage types. And then Conduit, Iceborne, Knockout King, Molten, Pacifier, a weighted strike. So Pacifier, weighted strikes, and Knockout King, all stagger damages. For the axe, I got Cunning, Iceborne, Rage, Rage Hunter, and Wild Frenzy. I like a little bit more attack speed on my axe because I find it really slow. Instead, for the pike, it's Acidic for part damage to wound damage, Barbed for more wound damage, Iceborne, Merciless for more wound damage, Molten for increased attack and movement speed, and a Terra Amps. So, and then for my Strikers! Holy hell, it's been so long since I used them. So Iceborne, again, Knockout King, Pacifier, Rage, and Weighted Strikes. Again, stagger damage, stagger damage, stagger damage. Like, that's what Strikers do, they stagger. And then for my, my Chain Blades, Iceborne, Molten, Overpower, stagger damage. I'm not sure why that's even in here. Predator, Rage Hunter, and a Terra Amps, so Overpower. I can basically change to Rage. That would be actually better for this one for a damage build. So yeah, those are my builds. So I don't see the new set being applied to any of my builds that I actually use. And for, that's a kind of a little talk about my gear and how I see the new set maybe fitting into my gear. And then, like I said, Terra Escalation 18. So we made a whole lot of progress today. We saw the new Behemoth, we finished up our quest, and this is where I'm gonna call out the episode. Slayer Links is actually something pretty interesting as well. I linked up with IOC99 or Loci, or sorry if I pronounced your name incorrectly, but yeah, it goes pretty fast. As you can see, we're already 2 rewards in. So yeah, I think a couple more. We got one more link request. Let's hit him up as well. Accept requests, and it's 6 days. So 6 days to reach level 1, you need to earn 5 XP. So that's pretty straightforward. It doesn't say how much we need for the others. That would be really nice to see how much XP we actually would need to get them. But it's going pretty well. I've just been playing like 4 hours or something like that now, getting bounties and getting more hunt pass experience because it works on the hunt pass. So 16 right now. Anyway, I'm rambling on, guys. That's gonna be it for my episode, and I think that's gonna be it for this escalation. I think we saw everything that was in the new update. If you want to see more of my quest progression or my Let's Play of Dauntless, just hit that subscribe button. It will always help out a lot. And do hope you enjoyed the episode, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye bye.